Hello, hello. Welcome to my channel. It's me, Truebrilliance, the matriarch and goddess guru, and I'm continuing on with the astrology series where I am going to talk about the zodiac sign of Leo. Center of attention, Leo gets all the love and light, Leo. So today is a beautiful sunny day, so it is the perfect day to do a video about the sun sign Leo. So first, let's talk about Leo's ruler, which is the sun, the life-giving, energy-giving, radiant, beautiful, shining sun that is the center of our solar system. And, the sun, just like Leo, loves to be the center of attention, loves to give off its light and energy to all people, likes to be just at the center of things, and likes to share, its passionate, dynamic energy with everyone and likes to radiate out good energy to everyone. Leo people are very good people at heart. They really are. Their intentions are pure and their intentions are good because Leos are ruled by the heart. Okay, so they are very passionate people and they live from their hearts. Leos are the type of people where if their heart isn't in it, they're not going to be in it. If they're not passionate about something and if something isn't touching them, in their heart, then they're not going to be interested in it. You know, um, Leos are people that definitely live from their heart center, and that's something that we can all learn from them. So, it is said that Leos have a lot of pride. They're very prideful people and they have generally very high self-esteem. Their whole entire existence is centered around the self. Okay? So it's not that they're selfish people. It's not that they're, arrogant, but their existence, the lens through which they view life, is centered upon the self. Okay? And they are, the mythical figure within their life story. You know what I mean? Everything has to be larger than life. Everything has to be, over exaggerated, big and exuberant, and it has to be dramatized, okay? Because they live for the drama, okay? They are not the type of people that like to lead boring, routine lives, okay? Leos have to be fully engaged in something, okay? Like I said, they have a very strong passion. So they have to be fully engaged, and their identity, their self-identity and their ego is very engaged in who they are and the story of their lives, okay? Um, Leos have a lot of confidence, you know what I mean? They're very bold. They are very confident within themselves. They have a lot of confidence of self, which is something that we can all learn from them. And they also have a very dynamic energy. And, they like to have, a very luxury life with luxury surroundings and kind of like they built their own kingdom, you know what I mean, around themselves. And they are the ruler of their kingdom and domain. And you better not step on their territory or you're going to hear them roar because they are the king and queen, okay, of their kingdom. And what does their kingdom or queendom include? That includes their loved ones, that includes their possessions, that includes their place in the world and what they identify with, okay, and their self-respect and their dignity. If you step on any of those, you're going to feel the wrath of Leo, okay? One thing about Leos is that they do not like to be disrespected, okay? They like to be held in high esteem from everyone around them, okay? If you disrespect them or you hurt their pride, you're going to pay for it, okay? Because you need to know that they are a king or queen, they are regal, and you need to treat them as such, okay? Another thing that you need to know about Leos is that they are very sensitive because, again, they are ruled by their heart. And I think that's what a lot of people tend to forget about Leos, because they think, they have all this self-confidence and high self-esteem, which they do. but they also get hurt very easily. So, like I said, if you are not giving them their praise, because they're very sensitive to praise. Okay. You know, they always want people to let them know, oh, that's great. You're doing a good job. Or I like that. Or you look good. You know, you have to kind of, like I said in a previous video, continue to fan the fire with Leo, because that pride and that praise, you know, kind of validates them in a sense. Whereas other signs don't really need validation as much as Leos do. But Leos need outside validation from other people to maintain well-being. So that's what the sign of Leo needs in order to, you know, maintain themselves. Is they need the praise and they need appreciation and they need people to tell them that they're needed and they're wanted around, you know, in order for them to feel stabilized. That is the absolute need of theirs. But I want to talk about the higher aspect, the spiritual aspect of Leo, you know, because I am going to be giving in these astrology videos the higher perspective of these signs rather than just the mundane. And the mundane is that, you know, Leos are arrogant, you know, they're attention whores, they're drama kings or drama queens. And sorry, I'm not trying to offend anyone, but you know, that's what a lot of people like to say about Leos. You know, they just love attention and la la la, they're spoiled, whatever else. But the higher aspect of Leo is, on a spiritual level, it represents the self, the true self. It represents the sun god, Christ consciousness, and it represents knowing thyself. That's what the higher aspect of Leo is, and that's what other signs can learn from Leo is Leos are the true manifestation of the self. And, you know, the self being regal and the self being royal and the self being the son of God or the daughter of goddess. You know what I mean? And taking pride in that and saying, you know, I am the almighty creator. I can do anything. I can create anything. This world is my domain. I rule over this world. I rule over myself and I rule over all, which is true. And we all are the sons and daughters of, you know, God and goddess. And so we all are royal. And we all should look at ourselves the way that Leos look at themselves, with pride and dignity. And we should expect respect from other people. So that's something that you can really learn from Leo instead of looking at some of their traits as being negative, which they're totally not. We can learn self-confidence from Leos. We can learn to stand up for ourselves from Leos. We can learn to project ourselves with vigor and dynamic energy from Leos, you know? And we can learn to truly stand in our true selves and, you know, take our place on the throne from Leos. Because that is, you know, what they're here to teach us. That is what that sign is teaching us. It's teaching us about our royal, regal nature and how we need to stand in that and be that and become that. And how we do need to expect and demand respect from others and to stick up for self and to love self. Because Leo is the sign of self-love. That is the higher aspect of it. It's not arrogance. It's not being full of yourself. It's loving yourself. Of course, if that's taken to the extreme, it can become negative. But the positive aspect of Leo are those, you know, characteristics that I just expressed. You know, so Leo is a fire sign. You know what I mean? They live for the zest of life, like I said. They don't like anything to be boring. They like to create their own little dramas in life, and they like to be the center of those dramas. That's what fuels them. That's what fuels the fire within them. You know, they don't want to lead boring lives. And that's another thing that we can learn from them is to make our lives grand, to make our lives full, to make our lives worth living. You know, nothing's wrong with a little drama every now and then because that's a part of life and that's what makes life fun and exciting. And Leos are definitely fun and exciting people. They're very exciting people to be around and people flock around them. People usually give them what they want. They get what they want from people. You know, you could say whatever you want about them, but do they end up getting everything that they want? Yes. Partly because they demand it, and the other half of it is because they know they deserve it. It's that self-esteem that they have that is innate. And that is very important in life, you know, having the confidence in self and, you know, being center stage. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video about Leo. If you have any questions, please post them below. Thanks.